And now here is the million-dollar question. What percentage of your day do you spend employing your best self? If it is above 60%, you are killing it. Congrats. If it is below 10%, then we need to address this. Welcome to the Nopalera podcast, a place where I share the journey of building my company from the ground up, as well as the stories of others in our community. I am your host, Sandra Velázquez, founder of Nopalera, a culture-forward brand that celebrates and elevates culture. Aside from making great products, we are cultural storytellers with a mission to inspire our community to stand in their worth. In this podcast, you will hear a mix of solo and guest episodes around the entrepreneurial realities of building a company. I launched Nopalera from my Brooklyn apartment with no outside funding while working 3 jobs, raising my child in the middle of the pandemic at the age of 44. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope it inspires you to live boldly. Happy 2023. Feliz Año Nuevo, amigos. Today is a short solo episode about being your best self. I'm going to walk you through an exercise that I was walked through when I was finishing the Stanford scaling program last year. And it was really powerful and really impactful, so much so that I actually did the same exercise with my team at our company retreat last month. So I want to walk you through it today. Here it is. Imagine that you are at your peak performance. You have climbed a high mountain. You are exhausted. You are tired, but it's that good kind of exhausted and tired because you feel accomplished. And this is, the proverbial mountain, right? What were you doing when you did that? And we're only looking for verbs and adverbs, action items, words that end in ing or ly. I was challenging, I was learning, I was songwriting, whatever it is. What are those 3 things that you were doing when you were at your peak performance? And really tie this to an actual story in your life. So up until now. So this is not projecting into your future self. We're talking about up until now, when you have had those moments in your life when you were at your peak. What were you doing? What are those 3 words? Write them down. And now here is the million-dollar question. What percentage of your day do you spend employing your best self? If it is above 60%, you are killing it. Congrats. If it is below 10%, then we need to address this. This was really eye-opening for me because for me, it was ideating and creating. And ironically, when I created Nopalera, I was technically unemployed. So I had plenty of time on my hands, although it was stressful. I had time to sit and think, to sit and have a new idea, which is how I came up with this brand. So for me, it's really important to create space in my days, in my life, to have new ideas. And for that, it really just means sitting and staring out into space, being in nature, looking at the sky, because that's when the ideas come to me. So that's me. Whatever it is for you, you want to make sure that you build your day around that. I also encourage you to do this exercise with your team. When you scale a company, you're not just scaling inventory or revenue or production space, you're also scaling your best selves. And so you need to know what that is. Everyone should be working in what is famously known as your zone of genius. And everyone needs to know what that is. And it's important for you as a leader of a company to know what that is for your team members as well, so that everyone can be bringing their best selves to work. And the thing about being your best self is that it's not just at work or at home, it's a full 360. So really understanding what that is and working to really amplify that is going to help you grow as a person and as a business leader and as a company, ultimately. So I hope that was helpful, and I want to wish you all the best going into this new year. We are going to do it together. We're going to continue to build transparently on this podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the word. Thank you for reposting these things on your socials, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. We are going to dive deeper into the podcast this year. We're going to start to give exclusive discounts and deals and fun things. So thank you for being here. We really, really appreciate you. And we're here to provide value and create impact through community, through education, through transparency. So see you next time. Thank you for being here with us. Remember to leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening from. Spread the word so we can impact and grow the community. If you are an entrepreneur looking for more real talk and resources, you can join my entrepreneurial newsletter from my personal website, sandralilavelasquez.com, but also visit nopalera.co to pick up your favorite self-care items for yourself and your loved ones. Join the Nopalera mailing list to be the first to hear about new products, exclusive promos. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at nopalera.co. Stay resilient.